From the right with the smoke on, please welcome in the Boeing-Stearman biplane from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Mr. John Mohr, rolling the airplane on takeoff. A little bit earlier, Kyle Franklin's Waco mystery ship. I told you that it had an inverted fuel and aisle system with a snap roll there. John Mohr is doing something with this airplane that nobody else in the world can do. You're looking at 3,000 pounds of primary trainer. The Navy used it. They called it the Yellow Peril. Good reason why. It was the first airplane that cadets would see. And watch him as he comes back through here and pulls up, going out his route for his routine. He's going to keep it up close and personal. This is 3,000 pounds of airplane powered by a mere 220 horsepower. There are Ford Mustangs out there that you can drive that have more power than this. And John Mohr is flying this airplane just as it was flown over 60 years ago by cadets in for a big old roundhouse loop. Only 400 feet above the ground. Watch him pull down as Sam Joplin comes by, keeping his eye on John Mohr, doing this one half, keeping it on, reversing it the other way. 5 looks to the loop and a half a roll. It's driving a figure 8 lying on its side. Get it. Put your left hand. Get the eagle over now. Watch John Mohr. Open cockpit, 220 horsepower airplane. Like nobody else in the world. Does the barrel roll upside down? This airplane does not have an inverted fuel and oil system. So if John Mohr stays upside down too long, this engine will stop. We don't want that to happen. Now, he's going to do a hammerhead reposition. There's a quarter roll. He'll run it out of airspeed. No, he's going to do the inside Humpty Hump reposition. Watch for a quarter roll to the right. As he sets up now, let's see if he's going to do a 4-point roll. There's 4 points. You see the ailerons on the lower wings only. That's the stock Stearman. Many Stearmans have been modified with ailerons on the top and bottom with a big 450 horsepower motor, but not John Mohr. Just over 100 miles an hour is how fast he's flying, just enough to get enough energy to set up for what we call an 8-point hesitation roll. This time he'll stop at every 45 degrees. There's 100 miles an hour. The nose comes up, there's 45, there's 2, 3, 4 not too long, John. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Did you hear the engine start to quit? Upside down too long, this engine is going to do it. A primary trainer. After this, pilot cadets would work into the basic trainers, then go from there into the advanced trainers. But this is the reposition now as John Mohr sets up for the super slow roll. Now, I want you to listen carefully as he goes over the top. Sputter. There's the flaming restart. How about that? Let's give it up for John Mohr. Now you can see why his peers have given him 2 of those most prestigious awards in aviation, the Bill Barber Award and the Art Scholl Memorial Trophy for Showmanship. He's been flying in the Midwest since he was a child. His grandfather flew Jenny trainers after the First World War. He barnstormed, and his grandfather even knew Lindbergh. He taught John's dad to fly, and let's watch as John gets the smoke back on now. We saw a Q&A earlier. This time rolls the airplane over on its back with 2 points of a 4-point hesitation roll. He'll pull hard on the stick as he runs out of airspeed, diving toward the ground, and that's 1/2 over the front. Roll and then the split out. Over he goes, 2 points of a 4-point roll, absolutely reversing it. A maneuver that was created quite by accident by the late Len Povey at the 1936 Miami Air Races. Now, we've seen him do a roundhouse move. Let's watch this. Here's one side. Across the top is two. No inverted fuel in all his systems. Got to keep that engine running. He'll now pull hard on the stick for side three. He's only 400 feet above the ground, diving 200, 100, pull out right down there at 50 feet above the ground. Let's hear it for John Mohr. Now, he'll get upside down over the top, and he'll reverse setting up now for this quarter roll vertical with a hammerhead and a quarter roll down. The inside humped him up, he'll bring it back around for his next set of maneuvers. This guy has spent 1,000 hours flying time. Watch it go straight up. Watch the quarter roll. He'll do the hammerhead stall turn, running around airspeed, straight back down, and another quarter roll to the right-hand side. Now, he's going to get turned around. We've seen a round loop, right? The roundhouse loop. We've seen a square loop. Remember, 3,000 pounds, 220 horsepower. He's setting up now as he brings it back down, diving toward the ground to get over 100 miles an hour. Watch for an 8-sided loop. Stop sign in the sky. He's got his airspeed. He's only 5 feet off the deck. There's one. Side 2, 45-degree pull, side 3. Over the top with side 4. Another 45-degree pull for side 5, side 6, side 7, and right down there, only 10 feet off the ground, the 8 side. You're right, John Mohr. I can't hear you. Well, John's going to climb for altitude so he can gain more speed and energy for his next set of even more thrilling maneuver with him this weekend. He's going to climb up and tumble the airplane. There's the snow. Oh boy, there you go. And goes into that spin on the way down. That is the Linshava. Now up he goes once again. Plenty of altitude. It's a whopping 700 feet off the ground. He backs it up. The tail slide, power comes off and the power comes back on. As he recovers, rolls the airplane once and a snap roll and a half, and there he goes out to the right-hand side. All of us expecting him to go off to the left, and there he goes. Get reversed, and there he'll extend out to the right-hand side. Now, watch the cockpit on the next pass. Now, I'm not sure whether he's going to do the falling leaf or the inverted pass. I'm guessing with the altitude he has now, he's going to demonstrate the stall characteristics of this airplane. He's going to take it up to altitude and let the power come back to idle and let the airplane work on the edge of the stall. As he recovers from the stall, he'll let it stall again. It's called a falling leaf. Watch him now. He's at 400 feet above the ground. Stalling, recovering, stalling, recovering, falling down now at some 500 feet per minute. Down he comes. Down he comes. Continuing to come down. Now watch his recovery. He's going to recover just about 5 feet off the ground, and the power comes on. Whoa! He put his wheel right down in the grass. How about that? Let's hear it for John Mohr. Let's hear it for John Mohr. What a tremendous deal. Now he's set up for his inverted pass. Remember, no inverted fuel and oil system. That means he goes upside down and the engine will starve itself, and we'll look for another one of those flaming restarts. Nobody in the world flies a Stearman the way John Mohr does, upside down. Now watch. Look at him, everybody. He's looking at you. Flaming restart. There you go. And brings it around. Now, he has demonstrated some of the things that no other pilot will actually demonstrate. This is called the Harry pass. He's going to cross-control the airplane. Lots of left aileron, lots of right rudder. Look at him dragging the wing and the tail just 2 feet off the ground. Just 2 feet off the ground. Look at that. Down there, tail wheel almost dragging in the dirt. Nobody does it like John Mohr, everybody. How about that stuff? Now, he's going to bring it to land. His show is just about over. But when he lands, he's going to land into the wind. This was known by the Navy as the Yellow Peril. It is not an easy airplane to land in any kind of a crosswind, and he does have a left bordering crosswind. In other words, the wind is coming just from the left as he tries to land. And the landing gear on the Stearman is pretty narrow, and it's very, very easy to get out of control on this airplane. So I want you to notice the kind of control John Mohr has as he approaches to land. Keep your eye on the airplane as he lines up on runway 26. Comes down here and he says, oh, I think I better get a little better look at it here. Roll her upside down. Engine's going to quit. He'll roll it right side up. And just before he touches down, watch this. Another snap roll just before landing with a smoke on, and now cross controls it. Flying that fuselage and right down to a beautiful landing. Watch how quickly he can get it down and stop. Going sideways, and he's going to do something a little special for you. He'll land on one wheel at a time. And then he says, okay, I think I've got it about slow enough here. I think I'll taxi off and say hi to all the folks. And John Mohr, ladies and gentlemen, over 30,000 hours of flight time, the Bill Barber and Art Show Memorial Awards, over